I am mad as fuck because I just did almost a 10-minute review and it didn't save. Um, so, long story short, this is a Dexter review. I thought I did one already, but apparently I didn't. For the original and for the continuation series. For the original, yes, there's going to be spoilers, so cut off now if you haven't watched it. Dexter is a serial killer who only kills bad guys because he had a moral code instilled in him when he was a young child from his adoptive father. He has a tragic backstory of his mother being killed in front of him, and apparently we come to learn his brother as well, but his brother was too far along and became a serial killer straight out. The thing that fucks me up royally is Harry, the father, could have took both boys. And before you say, oh, well, they made a point in saying that the brother was too far gone, he was too old, he was already traumatized, and he thought he could save Dexter. He could have inflicted the same fucking code on on Brian than he did to Dexter. And before you say he's too far gone, it wouldn't have worked, or he would have created two serial killers, and there were already two serial killers. You could have inflicted the same fucking code, the same moral code. And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because we come to find out later down the line that there was a doctor helping him, and that doctor could have did the same fucking thing. But anyway, so we get into later seasons, and I think the show really took a fucking downturn, like shitty downturn, when they killed Rita. Rita is the only thing I think Dexter learned to love, including his son, but I'll get to that stupid shit in a minute. I also don't think he ever should have had a son because that little bastard ruined the entire series. I'm being so mean to a kid, and it's not even the kid, like the actor. The actor, it has nothing to do with it. It's the actual character itself that ruined the entire series. So once they killed Rita, the show just, it sucked. The storylines kind of sucked, and it gave Dexter a reason to not be human-ish anymore. He was always had his human tendencies, but with Rita, he felt more like a person, like a human being with feelings and emotions. When Rita died, it was gone, and it was really stupid. And a lot of storylines that followed Rita's death were just stupid. I also think the stupid fucking killer for Rita, Dexter could have taken care of, but no, he was being a little bitch. I have a lot of emotions. He could have taken care of the Trinity Killer like it was nothing, but he didn't. He had so many fucking opportunities, but he didn't. And how many people had to die because of it? How many people, Dexter? How many people? Including your wife? And I don't want to hear the bullshit of, oh, he didn't kill her, it was suicide. It was not suicide. It was not fucking suicide. Until I'm told directly from the writer themselves that it was suicide, it was not fucking suicide. Especially, she would not kill herself with her son in the room. And here we go to this little... Anyway, so the show really sucked up at that point and on. And then we get to the last season. So at this point, again, major spoiler, Deb has died. Dexter is having a mental breakdown. Like, everyone's about to find out his secret, that he is the fucking Bay Harbor Butcher. And then some, after he already framed Dokes for that. And the vampire bitch framed Dokes for that too. But anyway, at that point, he's it's about to be the end of the show. Everyone's questioning it, but nobody's confirming it. Nobody has that confirmation. He is supposed to run off with Hannah, another character that I thought was so fucking stupid. Again, another character Dexter should have killed. And before you say, oh, well, she was just like him, except the female version. No, she was not. No, she was not. She sucked. So they were supposed to run off together with his son, Harrison. Harrison, at this point, I want to say is around 5. I could be wrong on that, but I want to say he's around 5. And 5, 6-ish. And he leaves her with Hannah. He's like, oh, I'll meet up with you, blah, blah, blah. During this big-ass storm, huge storm, he gets on his boat, and he basically fakes his death. You think he's going to die, but he fakes his death. So Hannah's left in the airport with Harrison to go off and raise him as her own. A fucking killer you left around your son. Stupid. Anyway, not the point. Yes, it's the point. It's not the point. So we move on, and we, it's the last episode of the first series, the last episode of the final season of the first series. And at the very end, we get a glimpse of Dexter living his happy lumberjack life. They don't tell you how long that gap is, but yeah. And then we go into the future in the new series, which is, I guess, current time. And Dexter, I think, is living in Alaska. I could have that part wrong. I could be wrong about exactly where it's happening, but I think it's Alaska. And he is no longer involved with any police activity. Like, he's out of the spotlight. He's just kind of like his happy loner self. And then his stupid, stupid son comes to visit. Or not come to visit, comes to find his father. And he plays the role that he's not his father. He has a whole new name in here. I forget the name, but he has a whole new name in here. And he's somebody else. But Harrison, obviously being an annoying little twat that he is, persistent, very persistent. And finally he realizes that, hey, you are my dad. And there's a killer happening. There's kills happening in this town at this time, but Dexter hasn't done anything about it. Like, he hasn't done anything as far as killing in the past couple of years. And you think, oh, clearly he can fucking change. So this is where the show took a shitty fucking turn for me. Like, the first couple of episodes were really good. Harrison was annoying as shit, but the first couple of episodes were really good. Dexter knows that there's a killer on the loose. He knows it. And no, he's not doing anything about it. All right, cool. Leave it. It's not your business. Butt the fuck out. You don't have to be involved. But then his stupid little son gets involved because his stupid little son gets involved with the killer. And this man's apparently been killing for forever. And I think I could be wrong. His father was also killing, so it was like, it's a generational thing. So, yeah, let's pass that along. And he's trying to pass it on to Dexter's son. And at this point, Dexter's trying to save his son more than he is trying to find the killer. And he gets arrested because they realize that, hey, he is Dexter Morgan, the possible Bay Harbor Butcher. Because we get teased with meeting the old cast members that we don't get to meet again. And we don't get to see Dexter interact with Angel. Stupid. Anyway, I only got 3 minutes left, so let me get this done. So Dexter gets arrested. He's in jail. And he has to kind of escape to save his son. And he ends up killing a police officer. Someone who was perfectly innocent, he's known for years, he ends up killing. And before you say, oh, it was an accident, no, it really wasn't. He could have, got him unconscious. He could have choked him out a little bit. He killed him. And he was like, oh, the first innocent person he's killed. It was like a whole big thing. He intentionally killed this man to save his son, who wants nothing to do with him and wants to be a fucking killer. Because just like him, he witnessed his mother die in a bloodbath. But Harrison, I think, was older than Dexter. Or maybe, just a little bit younger than Dexter, something like that. So he's like, oh, it didn't affect him. Yes, it did. It turned him into a serial killer, just like you. But they don't show you Harrison killing anyone. They don't show you that. There's suspicion, but they don't show you that. Or there's suspicion that he has anger issues, but they don't show it. So, it was just stupid. And then at the very end, Dexter's about to get caught. Harrison's about to get caught. They already caught the killer in this town who's, turning his kills into dolls. But anyway, Dexter dies. Dexter fucking dies. Ruins the fucking series. Ruins it. I think they could have saved it in season 2 or something. I don't know. But no, ruins it. And then they were supposed to make a season 2 about Harrison, the new blood. It's called Dexter New Blood. He's supposed to be the new blood. And how Harrison's trying to do what his father used to do, stuff like that. But they canceled that. It's not happening, thank God, because that would have sucked. So what are your thoughts on Dexter and Dexter New Blood? Please comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think.